104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric. It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning.
And we are the champions. We won a game.
Yay!
Last
We've
night.
lost 5 in a row now.
But Seattle lost and Texas lost.
Yeah, so where do we stand for the Astros right
like
now?
4 games in the lead. And tomorrow is the trade deadline, so you'll be hearing a lot of possible rumors about. There's rumors that Carlos Correa could be coming back.
No
which
way.
Doesn't make sense since we've been Pena in that position. Who's coming back in less than 7 days. It's like, whatever. But that's the rumors get out there. But
Just be
man,
nice to have some non-injured players.
I'm kind of freaking out, man. I gotta find it here where my sister, she's in, I can't even pronounce it, Kihei. She's in Hawaii with her family,
Okay.
and they were hiking yesterday, and then they couldn't even get back to their hotel because everything was evacuating. They just said, head to the highway. I got a picture of them playing.
Why were they evacuating?
Tsunami is hitting Hawaii.
Oh, God.
There was an earthquake in Russia, and tsunamis came across, but they've rescinded the
I'm hoping by now
warning.
but they said there's like one more. I don't know what's going on. So I just got a photo of them playing cards, playing euchre on a boogie board up in the hills. They had to go up
wow.
and they couldn't get to their hotel.
Seek higher ground.
Yeah, where do you
That's what
take
they told them.
shelter?
That's what they told us. So just head towards the highway up to that higher part.
Do they have, like, caves or anything they can...
Kulula? Or well, I don't even know how. Kula. I'm bad at Hawaiian names.
Koala?
Koala?
I
don't know.
have no idea.
I don't even know where she's at.
Kula.
I just
Kula.
know they were talking about this trip forever. I saw
Aw.
photos from like 4 or 5 days ago.
Well, it's
They're
one they'll never forget.
That's why I told her, you ain't going to forget playing euchre on a boogie board up in the mountains.
You know, and there's no
The
one
kids
in-
are older. The kids are all like graduated. They're all like,
Okay, so
one
they're
just
young
graduated.
adults.
Yeah. So, I mean,
And there's no, that's a kind of frustrating situation because there's no one to get mad at. It's an act of God. I mean, you have no idea that a storm is going to happen. I remember my
and
dad.
it looks nice out.
Yeah.
If you look, it's because it's a tsunami. So,
Doesn't hit yet.
It's not like a hurricane, rainstorms and that. It's just those waves are going to take stuff out if it hits.
Yeah, I remember my dad telling me about one of the trips that he had the most fun on. He went to the Bahamas, and there was a huge tropical storm. He said him and he had just gotten married. He said, "Oh, we had a blast. It was fun. Would have liked to have experienced
It's a memory, I
the
guess.
outdoors,
Yeah,
but
I guess.
I mean, he was on his honeymoon, so I'm sure he had fun no matter what.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm probably one of the few that look back. Like yesterday, I saw a photo of me with like a beard and having some wine, and it was October 2020 during in COVID time. I'm like, I kind of missed that. I knew the kids were at home; they couldn't go anywhere. We're all just one little family hub. I kind of missed that.
I do
world.
too.
But it's also when the kids are younger.
Yeah, but I just liked having them all together, everybody around. It was
Yeah.
just fun.
I mean, I didn't miss the part about worrying about getting COVID.
Yeah, I didn't like the sick
people-
part.
and people
I didn't
dying
like
and
the,
stuff. I didn't like
the
that, but-
losing of money. That wasn't fun. but yeah, you've got to take, look at the highs. I was told in the past, one way to look at life is to just focus on the positives. Like, what is it? Inventory of your life, and whatever is making you happy, do more of that. And
That's a good point.
Just enjoy that and stop focusing so much on the things that are.
You can't control either, and then that already happened.
Yeah.
The woulda, shoulda, coulda game.
Yeah.
Did
And
you,
don't think about the things that are so negative.
I wonder what people think, like, in our business, there's consultants out there that we used it way in the past, where their theory was, we are going to work on, and this could go for any job, if you have someone that's a boss, we're going to work on the things that you do well. Mm-hmm. And then we're not going to focus on the bad things.
Yeah. And just do more of the well.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, like you guys, but if someone came to me and just putting out negative, and that could go in marriages, relationships. If that's all you do is get hounded for negative.
Well, people
how does
go
that
on
help
the
you?
defensive. It's human nature. You're going to want to go on the defensive. It's like you get this attitude. Really? Is there anything I do right?
Yeah.
And you start getting irritable.
And then you're not listening. But if you're focused on the good things you do, so I guess you could take that from radio. Like, I really like that thing you do, Ryan, the way you and Roula, the way you guys reset a segment so people know what's going on. They just came in late. Keep doing that. Then you focus on that. The same in marriage. I love, honey, when you we work together and clean the dishes, and I cook and you clean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I could see that. The positives, people. Remember that. Don't focus on the negatives, but we go there so much.
I'm trying to focus on the positive right now. I found a little rescue cat a couple days ago. I named him Ozzy. He's a rare cat.
I saw a photo. He's a cute little.
He's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And apparently he's a rare breed. Somebody messaged me because he's like chocolate brown. And he's just the smartest, cutest little thing. He's only 14 ounces, y'all. He's not even a pound. Like he was. I took him to the vet, and they said, yeah, he was abandoned. He's more than likely the runt of the family.
Do you think abandoned by just like wild cats?
I don't know.
Or something?
I
or
don't
abandoned
know.
by an actual person?
I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know how you would know.
But
I'd know if you saw like.
I mean, when I saw him from a distance for the first time, I thought, ooh, is this a rat? Because he's so tiny.
Yeah.
He's so tiny, but he's the cutest thing. And
What does Mango think of this?
Well,
animal?
Mango's at her mom's house right now. Mango's going to meet him today. Michelle and I trade off with Mango in the summer, and I get Mango today. But Mango is so far gone, like as far as she's
probably not going to jump on
She
him.
has dementia right now, and she just.
Okay, and you're not concerned that this kitten's going to be all like trying to like scratch up Mango and be all over Mango?
14 ounces probably can't even move much, huh?
She's just a sweet little kitty.
Are you going to find a forever home?
That's what I'm.
'Cause you're allergic to cats.
I
That's
am,
a good
but at
idea.
the same time, I'm like really growing attached to him.
Don't do it. Well,
I mean,
you can't grow attached to things that make you sick.
I know. Like my hands are swollen right now.
Once again, it comes back to relationships and animals. See, everything comes back.
I know.
By the way, Roula's on her way. People are asking, is it Sausage Fest Day? Nope, Roula's her husband because he had knee surgery. And sometimes you have to help out.
Yeah. She's literally having to be, in addition to being radio host, mom, now she's nurse as well.
Yeah, so she's
A lot of things on her plate.
She's like, I got to just a few more minutes, guys. So
Relax,
I'm
Roula.
like, take your
Drive in
time, man.
safely. I know how you drive. She's a weaver.
Yep, don't be in a hurry.
We got it covered. It's going to be fine.
Take care of your hubby.
A lot of things going on this morning at 7 a.m. It's the Benson backflip. We're going to give you not only the times that we're going to be playing the contest, but we're going to actually give you the answer as well. And then, of course, Special K, you've got a prank call.
Telemarketer turnaround. Got a really sweet telemarketer. I really respond to sweetness.
Oh, no.
I don't want to get swept away today, but
The guy must have flattered him, Ryan.
when they
must
laugh at my jokes.
Yeah, they must have,
Okay.
they must have said something.
Sometimes we've learned a lot from your telemarketer turnarounds. Sometimes they get very, very mean. When they know they're not getting this sale, they'll start cursing you out or taking some kind of horrible insult. But then sometimes they get all sexual on you.
Yeah, but this guy, not very much so. More
Flattering.
responsive and sweet and flattering.
So basically, you gave him all your information, I bet.
He does have a bit more than the other telemarketers have.
Here's my social security number. Here's my driver's license number, address. Go ahead. Take it all.
And then after that, we've got closure at 7:20. Not a ghosting, not a typical ghosting one. Eric, you were telling me this involves a family where there's been a bit of an estrangement. For some reason, they're not speaking, and you're going to try and get them speaking again.
Those are the ones I like. I like to try and get families back together and people together, and you'll
because
find
life
out.
is short.
Yep.
You really want to waste what time you have on this earth, like not speaking to somebody that you clearly love.
Yeah,
Put your pride aside.
put the pride aside. And at 8 o'clock, it's back. Rapid fire.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin is the
Haven't done this in a
champion.
while.
He's going for back-to-back.
I don't have a lot. I don't have as much luck in this one. I have as much skin in the game in this game.
Oh, yeah, last week you had a couple chances.
One of my characters played against me. That was pretty fun.
One day I want to do all your characters come in here.
People were
Imagine-
mad about
Oh,
the
God.
character
But if you
being
bring-
in the game.
well,
They
that's 'cause-
hated that guy.
That's because they don't really know him and he's abrasive.
He is
You're
a
a
little
guy.
bit.
So does that go as a win on Kevin's column, even though he's a character?
It was
No,
it was not
Kevin
my
won.
character. I actually won as myself.
Oh, that's
he beat
right.
him out in overtime.
You beat your own character.
Not in overtime, and you beat him in the regular finals.
Yeah, he
That would
started.
win if it was overtime.
Yeah, sudden death. Kevin. you have to yell as Richard. Kevin.
Yeah, you can do. But if you did Richard Hunt or Eloise or other
Okay.
characters, I think they're more calm. You know, I think
you make them be able to hear me.
See, that's the problem, though. Eloise is
I gotta
very
think about that.
soft-spoken. And
Yeah, and I don't think she's
slow.
really.
Why are you rushing me?
She's not into pop culture stuff, so she might not do well. By the way, people are saying, Ryan, 6 o'clock are here. Keep Ozzy. Get some meds. You'll be okay.
I might. I mean, if you go to my Instagram at Radio Ryan Chase, it's not going to be up there much longer. I put that up as a story yesterday morning, and he's just so sweet.
So now people are sharing little cats they found, and I'm not a cat person,
I'm not either,
but
he is the cutest damn thing.
That's like
I've
anything
ever
with their little
seen.
babies. It's so cute.
What was this? Somebody told me what it is. I gotta go. So many DMs about the cat, and some woman said it was a rare breed, but he's just really
You're
smart.
gonna find out it's like a jaguar or a panther or something. Like
Jaguar panther.
I've seen those. Haven't you seen those
Bobcat.
videos where the people they bring they think it's a little cat, and then it grows up to be a big old panther.
Yeah. You know what I call it?
Like, what the hell?
Everybody's like, "Oh, that's sweet. You're saying it in front of in honoring of Ozzy Osbourne." I was actually, when I was trying to come up with a name, because he's very protective of his food, so he puts his arms in front of it. You know, you ever see like a prison show where
they always
got their arms in front of their plate?
garden it.
So I was trying to pick something out of his food, and he's like, "Meow." and I was like, "Man, he looks like a prisoner in the show Oz." And that's what I was
I figured
thinking.
a black cat kind of.
Yeah, but he's not black. He's brown.
It is
In the
brown.
photos, it looks like he's black, but he's like a rich chocolate brown.
Ryan's gonna be selling that thing.
No, I couldn't do that.
Make $1,000.
I just want him to have a good home. That's all. All right, weather today. It is going to be another hot one. High 90s. Doesn't look like a lot of sunshine today, but right now 78 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Good morning from the Bell Furniture Unbeatable Prices Traffic Desk. I-45 North Freeway southbound at Ritchie. An accident was just cleared out of the way. Things are unwinding very quickly.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Celebrity Scoop.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, which also brings us the Benson Backflip. The Benson Backflip happens at 7 o'clock in the morning here on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, where we announce 4 chances throughout the day for you to be caller 104. And if you are caller 104 and you correctly identify the backwards flipped lyric that we have chosen from one of Benson Boone's songs, you're going to become a finalist to have 2 spots in the KRBE suite.
And
we
we've
wouldn't send
been-
you alone.
We were 5 for 5 last week.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's because people are actually listening at 7 a.m., where you get the answer. We're going to give you the answer because I think without the clue, it's not a clue, it's the answer. Without the answer,
can't
it's
get it.
really
I wonder if I
hard.
could take that audio somehow and put it in the ChatGPT
What do you
and say,
mean?
"What does this say?"
I bet you could.
Oh, reverse it?
Yeah,
I'm sure the computer can do it all. AI is going to.
yeah. They can make
Define
Hulk
our
Hogan
lives.
in the clouds with Ozzy and
Oh, I have had enough
and all
of
these
this.
wrestlers and stuff. I'm like,
I have
what
had enough of the AI heaven stuff.
Let's
It's
see.
so
you work on that
ridiculous.
and you tell us if AI gets it right, because at 7 o'clock you're going to get the actual lyric and we'll tell you exactly how it's reversed and what he's saying.
I already know the answer. I don't need
I
to.
know you do. All right, so more proof that when it's an off time for the majority of people because they're holidaying or whatever, I always refer back to way back when. Some people remember this happened, that Jessica Simpson was once married to Nick Lachey. But I always give them as my main example of when America is on vacation or not paying attention. That's when celebrities choose to announce they're going to divorce or whatever it is, because it's not as much of an audience that's going to come after them. So I remember it was Thanksgiving, and I was like, what? Nick and Jessica are going to divorce? Holy crap. And then by Christmas, we're like, oh, wait, are they divorcing? Oh, I missed that news.
It's over.
So I just realized that it was July 3rd, which is when everybody has checked out. July 3rd, everybody just checks out. Whether you are at work or not, you're checked out.
Most people have the 4th off.
Yeah. And I know with social media, you scroll and you will probably see this, but July 3rd was the official confirmation of the breakup of Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry. And some people might not know that. And I forgot to mention that because I was on vacation when I saw it. I didn't see it until I got back. And I was like, oh, man, okay, well, I guess there were rumors for a
It's
while.
a smart time to do that when you know you're going into that holiday where people really aren't scrolling as much.
focused.
They're enjoying their vacation. That's the time. If you got to have a controversy in your life, get it out of the way there.
As some people said, when that first came out in that week, like, wow, 9 years, that's a pretty good run for a Hollywood couple.
Isn't that sad?
But another person said, well, more proof that if you just get engaged and don't actually set a wedding date, you're not actually getting married, because they were engaged for a long time.
From being married twice, I feel like the first time felt really long, and I think we lasted 7 years.
Oh, was it 7 years with your first wife?
Wait, no, no, not even 7 years. Wait, I was 23 and divorced by 28, 27.
Okay.
And
Or-
that felt long.
So 5, let's say.
And
12.
now
Let's round up to
my wife
5.
and I already just celebrated our 18, and that seems like 2 years. to
Wow,
me.
congratulations.
That's crazy.
Because you're with the right person.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Time
The reason I
flies.
bring up Katy
Because
Perry and
older?
Orlando Bloom from July is because the story today is that Katy Perry and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau were having dinner and canoodling in Canada earlier this week. He announced his separation from his wife, I think in August. So I don't know. Well, let's just wait and see. But
He's a
there is
good-looking man. He gets around.
he gets around. What do you mean?
You know, he's spotted with the ladies.
Is he?
Justin?
No,
I've
I
never
don't
seen
follow
him. I've
Justin
never-
Trudeau's
yeah,
romantic
Trudeau.
life. I've never followed him, but
Well, I
okay. Either way.
What ladies? I want to know. Look at that.
yeah,
Is he
Well,
like-
you ever see? You ever
Ryan-
see
Ryan's
okay.
watching Canadian gossip.
Canadian gossip? I always get a kick. They always had that one.
Right, just throw it out. You know we have mics here. We could be liable.
No,
for-
I know.
We just called Justin
gets
Trudeau
around.
a whore.
I
man
hardly am saying that. I'm just saying
He
the
said he gets
ladies,
around.
the
If you had
ladies
said it
love
about a girl,
him.
I would have called you out to say, "What do you mean she gets around?"
I think my favorite
so I'm like,
picture.
all right, well, I don't know. You tell me. Maybe you're watching Canadian government gossip news.
Do you see the one picture like when Trump and Melania are landing on the airstrip and you just see Melania's eyes locked at his? It's just funny. Like, he's a good-looking dude.
I don't know. It's a real random.
Stop with the damn crickets.
Let's move on to another coupling that I think at least 2 people in this room will be excited about because it has to do with a movie called
Yeah.
The Naked Gun.
It looks so good.
This Friday.
Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson star in the movie, the new remake of The Naked Gun, and now it's official that they are a couple. And so many people are so happy for them because Liam Neeson lost his wife, Natasha Richardson, to a terrible skiing accident. If you ever saw the Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, she's the mom. If you ever saw Maid in Manhattan with Jennifer Lopez, she's the rich, snotty lady that tries to get Jennifer Lopez's character fired.
I always feel like Love Actually is Liam Neeson's life.
And Liam Neeson, of course, and so Taken, and
He lost his wife in that.
and he lost his wife in the movie Love Actually, and he had a huge crush on Claudia Schiffer, and then he meets Claudia Schiffer, but she's just a mom at the school.
Looks like her.
She
Anyway.
passed away quite some time ago, though.
What year was it?
March 18th, 2009.
Yeah.
So she did pass away. What is it?
17 years ago,
Yeah.
right? 15 minus 9, 16 years ago. Because
16 years.
because I've been married 16 years coming in October. So yeah, that's a cute little coupling people like. But you know what's just so funny? Look, listen, I will be the last person to tell you put on more makeup or whatever. But so many people are angry at Pamela Anderson. You're so pretty. Just put some mascara on. just put some mascara on. You know, it's cool. You want to do a clean face.
She's
but
pretty
even clean
militant
face
about
can
this.
have some mascara.
That's so funny how people are.
Yeah. She refuses to use any makeup.
Does she do in the movie though, right?
I'm curious to know. I haven't seen any of her in
Good
the.
question.
I haven't
They
seen any
haven't really
clips.
shown her in the
Anybody
clips.
seen previews of Pam Anderson in Naked Gun? She wearing makeup?
I have not seen that particular trailer, so I don't know.
I think she's not opposed to it because that movie, The Last Showgirl she was in, she wore makeup in a lot of that.
No, she did.
Okay. But in public, when she's doing press, she does not wear makeup anymore.
Yeah, but it's her. Good for her.
I watched that documentary about her, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Was that on Hulu? What was
I
that?
just feel,
Max.
yeah, it was on
Max?
Max.
It was on Max.
It
I mean, I
makes
really
you feel
felt
sorry
for
for
her.
her. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes you feel sorry for Pam Anderson because really she truly did love Tommy Lee, even though I think I talked about this when that first came out. The thing that bothered me so much about the documentary of Pam Anderson and where she is now versus how she started, because she was a girl that just got spotted on a big screen at a game, and just like who was that girl, Eric? You're gonna know best if I ask you versus anybody else in this room because you watch so much sports. The ESPN girl that's in the documentary because Brett Favre wouldn't stop harassing her. She's never met
I
him.
forgot her name.
And she was like an ESPN correspondent.
Yeah.
Jennifer something.
Oh, man. I know her face. I just can't remember her last
I gotta
name.
look it up, guys. It's on Untold.
She worked for the Jets or something.
Yeah, the Brett Favre story. She was a college girl who went to a football game and she was wearing a bikini top, and the camera just kept going to her. And then from that, she became like, before we had social media, she became like a phenomenon just because she was a hot girl in a bikini top. And who's the announcer that's so iconic for college games?
Brett Mushburger. Or
Him.
He
said-
Mushburger. Not Mush. Mush. What is his name?
Brett Musburger.
Yeah, he said, wow, a whole bunch of people are going to apply for enrollment to this school because of her.
He's a perv.
And that was really, I mean, think about it now.
did
You
to the
wouldn't say that
Alabama
now.
girl.
Yeah, yes. I don't remember
She
her
was on
either.
Dancing with the Stars. I'm like, just because he focused on her like
And
5
said
times.
she was hot
So you think
girl.
Brett's kind of a pervo.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't like-
It's ridiculous that
He was saying whatever guy's thinking.
Yeah, but I mean, now you wouldn't do it because we're more aware of, hey, that's
inappropriate.
right. Anyway, my point is, I can't remember that girl's name, but if you watch Untold Brett Favre, she's the whole reason she lost her job, all these things, and she's never actually met Brett Favre because he was
Sturger.
Yes, thank you, Ahmad. She was on the big screen, just like Pamela Anderson was on the big screen, and had careers born from that. And Pamela Anderson falling in love with Tommy Lee, when you watch, it's really toxic how Tommy Lee went after her, like, we're gonna get, like, he like went after her, like, we're gonna get married, and it was almost like, yes, he love bombed her. That's like the new
But she
word,
kind of
right?
did
He
too.
love
I don't
bombed
think
her.
she was totally innocent. They were both just two kids acting crazy. They got married like 3 days after meeting.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, the love bombing is any one of us who had a daughter of any age who met some guy and said, I'm going to get married in a bikini on the beach 3 days after I met him. We'd all say, what kind of drugs are you on?
Well, they were on quite a bit. I mean, they were on a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, when they actually got married, they were on
Oh
drugs?
my
I don't
God!
remember
Yeah,
that.
they were taking ecstasy and coke and all sorts of things
Oh, I
at
don't
that
remember that
bar.
part.
And
In the
That's
movies,
in the movie they were.
show it that way. I don't know in real life. I don't know.
True.
Well, that whole thing is
You
she
think they'd
can't
have to be
escape.
right to be doing that?
Well, I mean, 3 days after, but it lasted how many years? The thing about
Two
Pamela
kids?
Anderson that's, now with social media, we have, access to everybody's everything. You put something online, somebody's got it. There's no hiding. But back then, when she made a private personal tape with her actual husband, who happened to be Tommy Lee, and they put it in a safe in their house, their house got broken into, the safe got broken into, the tape was made around the world, and she was shamed as basically a whore forever because she was doing something with her husband that she locked away in a safe.
Yeah.
It's
When
not
you
like
watch
she
the
was like
movie-
some girl.
And they
that-
weren't doing that. It was just
It's a limited series.
being
yeah,
together.
yeah, it was a limited series. It was the guy Sebastian
Sebastian
Stan
Stan.
played Tommy Lee, and they really, you can't believe the bungling fools that stole the tape. You know how they got it.
Wait, are you talking about the one?
There's two different things. There's the
No, I'm
Pam
talking about the actual
documentary.
Pam documentary.
Okay, and then
I
there's
remember her
the
saying she
movie.
was on coke when she married Tommy Lee on the beach.
They just show it in that Hulu thing, but
Yeah. And then there's the movie Pam and Tommy.
Yeah, I didn't see the Pam and Tommy.
And that's
movie.
really good.
I've never seen that
It
one.
seems pretty spot on. That's the one
Oh,
with
you haven't seen that
Sebastian
one?
Stan.
Oh,
is-
that's what I saw.
Yeah.
That wasn't a
Tommy
movie.
Lee.
That was a series.
It's a
series,
limited
yeah.
series.
On FX or something or Hulu or
Yeah, where
One
his
of those.
his
with
pri-
Lily James playing Pamela Anderson.
Yes.
But I didn't watch that one.
That was
I
really
watched
good.
the actual documentary from Pam's own words.
It's funny though that people just sit in their underwear at home. They're probably a bunch of slobs telling her to put mascara on and tell her to do this stuff. It's like, how about you worry about you?
I know you'll be a lot happier if you do that.
Yeah, you go read the Canadian government gossip pages like Ryan.
Yeah, get in the Canadian
Find
stuff.
out who else Justin Trudeau has
Yeah.
been dating.
They're like 10 years behind though. They're in Canada newspapers. I bet.
I don't know.
What, you think they're behind the times?
Oh yeah, they say that about everything, right? Don't they always say like New York starts to trends Paris, New York, and then by the time it gets down to the south, it's like 2 years later.
Oh, fashion sense
Fashion
wise.
stuff. So I assume Canada's really
I
behind.
will say the
I
people in
don't know. They're not that
Canada
far
are the
from us.
friendliest I've ever met anywhere.
Yeah, they're nice. Speaking of nice, I got a nice email from a listener I want to share with you guys.
Okay.
She was on the show back in June when her daughter was having the 18th birthday, and she wanted Ahmad to sing the BK song, Happy Birthday. Do you remember that in June?
Kinda. I think so. Yeah.
Well, she wants to. I want to tell you about what happened to her daughter and some other things during the flood, 4th of July
the Central
flood.
Texas floods.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll give a little update with her.
her name is Jennifer.
We're going to circle the wagons.
It's one of those things that's like, wow, she's been through a lot.
We're going to
since
circle the wagons
June.
around this one listener who
Okay.
needs us. So we're going to circle the wagons next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's KRBE. The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, a lot of our Roula and Ryan Show with Eric family reaches out to us in different ways, whether it's email, whether you see us in person, whether you direct message us on social media. And, we know everybody has a lot of happy news to share, a lot of, oh, hey, can you wish so-and-so a great, this and that.
Yeah, we love all news, good, bad. We like staying in touch
And
with
we
you.
like updates.
Like where I grew up, we did that Radio Tradio, and they also did birthday shout outs in the morning. And it was so cool to hear your name on this little
Yeah.
little radio, and my dad drinking a coffee in his white T-shirt. I remember down there before he put his farm shirt on and listened for your name on your birthday. That was a big thing.
you know what?
People still love to hear their
They
name.
do. Eric,
Of course.
actually, this is really fun and connected to you. Your wife grew up going to school with my sister, and there was a boy in my other sister's class who lived in the same high rise as your wife.
Oh, yeah.
So they would carpool to our school in the morning, and everybody listened to John Lander.
Oh, yeah.
And John Lander would do these birthday shout outs. And I remember we were driving to St. Thomas, and Neggy and her neighbors are driving to St. Thomas. And I don't know who submitted it, but it was the neighbor's birthday, and John Lander wished him a happy birthday.
Aw.
So when he got to school, I remember everyone was like, "Oh my God, we heard your name on the radio!" And I remember like the whole Neggy, and his name was Gerardo, Neggy and Gerardo, and all of us were like, "Oh my God, we heard you guys on the radio!" Even though he didn't say Neggy's name, I felt like Neggy was also on the radio.
That's hilarious.
Because John Lander had said happy
It used
birthday
to
to
be
Gerardo, and they were driving
big
together.
deal if you were driving into school. You're on the school bus, and somehow you got your name on the radio.
That's why we're such suckers for like when people text us.
Yeah.
Especially
I know
kids.
when they say please wish happy anniversary, please wish happy birthday. We listen every
I mean,
day.
if a little
We
thing
try
like-
and get as many we can in
a
there.
little thing like that can help somebody or make them smile.
Make their day.
I mean, I still remember it, and I was a kid,
But
and it
one
wasn't
list,
even my birthday.
but one listener, I gave you the email over there.
Yes.
Her name
Okay.
is Jenny. I don't know if she wants her full name, so I'll just say Jenny.
Yes.
She called in June, and you can read the text, but
Originally, her
Yeah.
daughter was injured, tremendously injured in an accident 4 days before her high school graduation.
Actually,
It was a
it's an email.
severe car accident that left her in the ICU 4 days before her high school graduation. And she originally reached out because it was her 18th birthday, and of course, she listens to our show, and she wanted her mom wanted a mod to sing in his Burger King voice, "Happy Birthday." So an update on her daughter is that
because we could text back and forth with people when we can, and I told
Right.
her, please let us know how she's doing, and then she just emailed me yesterday. She finally was able to do it.
yes.
Okay.
So her daughter now is at Texas Children's. She was placed on a machine called the ECMO. You might remember that from the news from COVID. It's kind of like a dialysis machine, but instead of for your kidneys, it's for your heart and your lungs. Last month has been a struggle, she said, but she continues to improve. So she's not out of the woods yet. She just wanted to give us an update of where the progress is with her daughter. But then the Central Texas floods happened.
oh, the Kerrville area.
And she said that they have lost family during the floods. Their family goes to the same RV camp every single year for the 4th of July holiday. And Jenny lost her uncle, her aunt, her cousin, the cousin's husband, and their younger daughter.
Oh my God.
That is 5 people that they lost in those floods. And she said, we were finally celebrating their life this weekend. I think prayer and time helps a lot. We have tons of support. Thankfully, my job has let me be away while securing my position for a while. We really appreciate all of you, and listening to you in the morning keeps us motivated and gives us a sense of normalcy. So thank you so much.
We should do
Wow.
like a job call out someday for jobs that do stuff like that, because you always hear the negative, like
Right.
they fire you because sorry, you're
So
taking
your
time
wife
off.
passed away, you took too much time off,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you're
Or
fired.
you're dealing with
Right.
cancer and you're taking more time off, you're fired.
Oh, put those people on blast that
But
have
I'd like
no
the
No,
other way,
he's
though.
talking about-
I like the positive though, like the
Yeah, positive blast.
people
Right.
that actually go, you know what, like this.
Whatever
Yeah.
this company is that is letting her take time away while she grieves 5 people in her family and taking care of her child in the ICU.
That's a-
Bravo to that company for letting
you
her
know
know her
that-
job is secure.
You feel better when you know you're working for people who actually care about your
Right.
well-being.
And what's going to happen when you come back? You're actually going to work harder.
And you'll
You're
have
gonna
more
feel
loyalty to them.
And loyalty.
Because they stood by you, so you're even more proud to stand by them in their company. So, Jenny, we circle the wagons around you, the whole Roula and Ryan show with Eric. Thank you so much for the update. I'm glad you have a good support system. I'm so sorry for all the loss in your life. I know for so many families, it's not over yet. Those Central Texas floods turned everybody upside down. And this is what I was thinking of. School's about to start. And a lot of times when school starts, oh, how was your summer? Do you know how many people were affected here in Houston by those floods and those camps and all that loss? And it's not really like, it was the best summer ever. It's more like, did you know anybody who was lost in the flood?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry for your loss. Like, it's just
And then you
so terrible.
And every city's like that in Texas, because Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, everyone brought their kids there. And I don't even know how they, like in that area, how they're going to go to school.
Right. Because it was
With,
just,
with houses damaged. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Harvey. Remember when Harvey?
yeah.
I see so many people just tearing out 80% of their drywall. Anything above their, pretty much up to their shoulder at least.
Yeah,
all
and I
these
feel
houses.
like, it's interesting. My
Expensive.
kids did not go to a camp like the camp mystic situation where there's cabins along a river and stuff. But I had sent them to a church camp for a few days. And when they came back, I remember, you go through their laundry, you're doing their laundry, and their socks were so dirty and muddy. And I was like, oh my God. And I remember sitting there like soaking it in OxyClean and like white vinegar and baking soda and thinking, oh my God, am I going to save these socks? I'll probably throw them away. And I thought to myself, there is a mother who does not even get the privilege of trying to figure out the dirty socks because she lost her kid at camp. And I'm thinking like especially these next 2 weeks of the back to school for the families that lost their children, it is going to be a hellish road for them. So I'm just trying to be cognizant, like, you know what I mean? Like I know life goes on, guys, and that is the hard part. When somebody's lost somebody, everybody else just keeps on rolling because that's just how life goes. But it's just really tough because, there are so many people that were affected in one way or another about somebody dying in those Central Texas floods.
Like a 8-year-old kid that lost their best friend. How do you talk to that kid and tell them that's
lives are forever changed?
Yep.
Yeah, it's really rough. A lot of little children had to learn about death because their friend passed away. And that happened in my private circle. One of my very close friend's daughters lost a friend that was at camp. And, we were talking about how they navigate that and the support system they have for all the friends of those girls. And it's just been, I don't know, it's very hard. I don't know how you process death when you're 8 years old. The first time death came into my world, I was, I think, 10 when I really remember somebody close to me passing away. And I processed it the way I processed it as a child. But I don't know how these little kids, how do you process that your friend was washed away in a flood? Like it's...
And your loss wasn't like just a grandparent passed away.
No, I was in a horrific car accident and my friend passed away. And so it was just...
It was around where school started.
It was right before school. And actually, here's the thing I told my siblings, guys, because that accident happened August 24th. And school at St. Thomas didn't start until after Labor Day. And I remember, like, right now in our culture of parenting, if a child's family was in a horrific car accident, like Jenny's friends and family probably have rallied around her daughter, right? People are like, let's get a meal train going. Do you need help with this? That's just not the way the world was when I was 10 years old in this horrible car accident. We were almost, of the 7 people in my family, 5 of us were in this horrific ordeal. And it was right outside of, we were taken to the hospitals near Beaumont because that was the closest hospitals. So we weren't even in Houston. And I remember my oldest sister was not in the car accident. She was 14. So when I got out of the hospital, my mom was still in the hospital with my brother. And we hadn't even gone school shopping. We hadn't even gone like school supply shopping. So my very first day of school, I was the first one there because I don't even know who took us to school. I have no recollection of my dad driving me to school. I just remember we got there super early and I was the first one in the room. And it was the whole sixth grade classroom was empty and I was in there and my homeroom teacher walked in and obviously I guess through the grapevine, she knew about the accident, but didn't.
It wasn't like now where the teachers would know or a counselor would come in.
Right.
And
I remember she just says, do you need school supplies? Do you need me to buy you school supplies? And I remember as a child thinking like, oh my teacher told me she's going to buy me my school supplies. And my instant reaction was, no, it's okay. I'm okay. I don't know why I said that to her because nobody had taken me for school supplies.
You're still in trauma.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just so crazy because a 10-year-old doesn't have to think about that responsibility. My mom always did that. And so I remember, I go through the school day, and then the next day, like the next 3 days, we didn't go to school because my sister was like, I just think that we should have just gone the first day of school to not feel like we missed out on the first day of school. But we're not going back to school the rest of the week because it was just too much. But I remember like now we have such a village that somebody would have been like, these kids need school supplies or, so I mean, it is.
That's one thing that social media has helped and
100%.
Phones and technology, it's easier to contact it.
Yes. Yes. And for all these families that struggle with loss, social media has absolutely helped get the message out of maybe what they need or let's do this or let's honor this child this way or let's do this. Anyway, so God rest all their little sweet souls.
Hey, yo. It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It is brought to you by Tachys Fiber. Landry's Incorporated, has withdrawn from managing Battleship Texas because it's all about the piers. So Battleship Texas is now going to be under Pier 15. They had been planning to manage and market the ticket sales for the Battleship Texas tourist attraction when it was going to be at Pier 21 because Pier 21 is located right next to all the Landry's operations like Harbor House Hotel and Willie G's. And now the company, they don't want to do it because it's not going to be docked there.
It's farther down.
They're going to move it down to Pier 15.
I mean, it is
it's not
business.
going to be at Pier
I
21.
guess I'll be like, well, if I can't get anything out of it.
yeah, so why
Not
would I
much
manage
farther
it?
away.
It's,
Yeah.
Walk to
yeah,
it
it's
still.
probably, 2 blocks?
It's 7 blocks away from their property is what they're saying. So now they don't want to manage it. So they're out of that.
How does that work out? Managing an entire.
Yeah, how's that work?
They were going to be the
Wow.
company that managed
They do
that
the ticket
tourist
sales and-
attraction.
yeah.
Yeah, all the ticketing, everything is going to be ticketing.
They know
sales.
what to do with Pleasure Pier and Kima.
Yeah, so Landry's
Guys,
is not
please-
going to have anything to do with the Battleship.
Please
Texas.
change that name. It's just killing me.
Pleasure
I
Pier.
bring my family down from Chicago.
It
and
sounds
I tell them, we're all going to go to the Pleasure Pier. And they're like,
tawdry.
"Eric, we don't go to strip clubs. We don't do that stuff.
Come on down to the Pleasure Pier.
I'm like, I swear it's not. It's fun. Oh,
Now-
we know what kind of fun you want, Eric.
Landry's
No.
is doing something, though, to the Kima Boardwalk. They're converting the closed Joe's Crab Shack on the Kima Boardwalk into an entrance for a future water park. Yeah, that's what they're going to do with that. Following the closure of the Flying Dutchman, people online were speculating about the possibility of a water park in Kima. And this is according to the Chronicle. But it does look like they're going to launch a water park down there.
Oh,
I've been down there in a long time.
same.
Yeah. I haven't
Wow.
been on that boardwalk beast in a long time.
I don't think I've been to the boardwalk since maybe my kids were. Gosh, my oldest was.
I need
like
to get back down there.
6.
The stingrays, they still got the stingrays, right? You can feed them.
Wait,
What,
they
in the
do?
Galveston Bay?
Wait, no, it came out.
Yeah, don't they have that little area
a
to
pool?
the left?
I think
yeah, they
you're
have that
thinking
little pool
stingray
thing
pool?
where the stingrays are.
I remember that in the downtown aquarium. I don't remember.
Yeah, Kima Boardwalk. 'Cause they used to do
Stingrays?
like band on the strain type
Oh.
thing where they do a band.
We did Rock the Dock.
Rock the Dock.
It was
that's what
called Rock the Dock in Kima.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I haven't been there in a long time, so I guess we all need a field trip back to the Kima
We
boardwalk.
get on that boat.
I just keep
We
going to
can't remember
Galveston. I just
what
go.
marine life is there. I know because Rod's going to
I
Galveston.
thought they had stingrays. Someone texted me 375.
I don't remember the stingrays. I just remember the
It's like a
boat.
big pool, one of those small pools, the far left.
Did
when
you take your kids on that?
It's near
Like-
that hotel.
okay.
What's that big hotel there?
Mm,
Famous hotel that's there. I can't even remember. I know there's an ice cream shop there. I got ice cream.
Adding
before.
more to what's that thing called? And who's
yeah,
that?
wait, what was
that
Who's
news?
he were? Well, in other news, the Astros won last night. I knew they couldn't go 6 straight with losing.
And Seattle lost and Texas lost. So
Oh, that's good.
That's
Good
good.
I talked to
news.
somebody yesterday who said, I haven't been to an Astros game in so long, and we got tickets to go. I go, well, they're due for a win. They've lost 5 straight, so hopefully today's the day. 7-4, they beat the Nationals.
George Costanza won.
why do you keep calling him
His name is
George
Jason
Costanza?
Alexander.
Jason Alexander.
Because the player's name is Jason Alexander.
Yep. He's bald.
Famously
No.
played.
Stanza.
It was Harry Potter night last night too.
Oh, nice.
It was?
All the nerds were out.
Oh, the
I'm just kidding because my son loves that stuff.
Oh, Roula, you know how you watch that?
Expelliarmus.
Roula, you watch that train wreck series on
Yes.
Netflix. They have one now. Kevin, you'll like this about when they wanted to storm Area 51. So I watched
can't
it.
watch
Oh,
that
my
one.
gosh.
I watched
I
it
can't
last
watch that
night,
one.
and it is so interesting. And so you've got this military general. He goes, "What are we gonna do? We can't just gun down a bunch of nerds."
God. That is crazy. That's the one I couldn't get on board. I was like, what's this one?
It's
I'm not
interesting.
into
That was probably more of a dude.
I'm not into
It
aliens.
sounds funny.
It's fine.
It was.
That's crazy.
It's just the way you say, "What are we gonna do? We can't just gun down a bunch of nerds."
You know they talked about that in their meetings. The general.
Oh, God. Special K is going to bring us a telemarketer turnaround. And my new word for them is telescammer, because really that's what they're doing. Scamming you through the phone. So what's happened? What's this topicality?
Well, will I get scanned because I'm so swept away with how sweet he is and
Oh.
Really?
agreeable and
Really?
laughs at my jokes?
Yeah. You know, Kevin gave all of his information.
Kevin has final expenses.
Yep, Kevin's
coming at him. All right, we're going to hear this next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.